mind if I glue something on it? I'll show you, look, this image. It's a marvelous lady. Like it? It's nice. She's half naked. It's paper and glue. Yeah, you let me? Thanks. Another time. What I came up with, the concept is to go to see people and tell them, look, do you mind if I can paint the wall the way I want it, and you don't have to pay for it. And the guy usually, look at me and laugh and just, they're probably the first idiot in New York wants to do something for free. Before to create that image, I'm creating the whole storyboard because I used to work in film industry and I used to be very much in love with reading a script and creating some different location. So the exciting things for me, it's not the final piece, it's where I'm going to put the piece. I always like the street and interactive with what's surrounding me, and I keep doing it. Using the street is not about just creating an art piece. Using the street is like this big front door. The guy gave me the whole wall. I wanted to keep it like green and everything and all the tag all around. I wanted to do like even messy, like if it was there for at least 10 years. And the whole building becomes like one. I just think the door himself is first incredible, and my piece is just something I put it on it. But the door with all the rusty thing going like that, and you got the other one came before. Some of there came after, and they put it in different place. A little bit some love for New York doesn't really hurt. I struggled for almost 6-7 years, and I really struggled. I ate shit for about a year and a half. I lost almost 12 kilos. I used to sleep on the street. I did like really tough stuff, and I thought it was normal things to be able to stay in New York City, and actually it's not normal at all. I could have just have a really big problem, and I got lucky. I got really lucky. So it's only 7 years I'm actually not surviving anymore, but I'm living on what I'm actually like it to do it. I would never tell to anybody I'm a writer. I respect them, I admire them I try to be in touch as many of them who actually, they do respect me big time, especially in New York. It's just a different things. I'm more interesting to do an interaction with objects, or like if is it here some writing or some tag, it is an interaction. If you look at this one, it is an interaction with the garbage. So it's what's challenged me. It's not about me trying to take as much as different location. It's not my name, because the name doesn't appear. It's the design himself. All the time, instead to put my tag in as big as I can, I try to put it on the other side. So I'm just there, part of the rest of the sticker. I think that when I started to do stuff, my stuff was way too clean, it was way too big, and some of them was illegal, some of them was legal. It was just difficult, They couldn't put me on any class. They couldn't put me on the writer things. They couldn't put me on some advertising. They couldn't put me on the art scene. So basically, I was completely out. Until for the last 5 years, you got this incredible thing happen where you got a totally new school of how to doing stuff on the street. And now I'm 36 years old, and now you have like at least 500 guy like me on each different country who's actually creating things based to some kind of humoristic or sarcastic or political, and I can name as many as you wanted. But I got lucky to now be part of that school. Like this one is kind of cool because I did the whole piece, and he climbed all the way and he did the whole tag. It's just a fresh one.
Oh, that
Yeah, so you see, it could have just like, boom, destroyed. That's the other one too. It could have just like destroyed it, and it did such a great consideration to understand what I was doing. And you got these gates, and instead to go over his own tag, I actually went exactly when he's starting. So you can see the guy all the way on his knees and tagging and doing the whole, going like that and filling up the whole thing. So it's almost like me catching a moment. So actually you can go up, climb on top, tagging the rest of the thing, jumping like that, and keep starting another one. But it's such a great thing with the metal thing, the door, and you got the feet going like that, and you keep doing it. Me, I'm more like the guy who creating this motion, and I'm glad you understand the concept of what I'm doing and the kind of different.
I don't know if I understood it, but I like it.
Okay, being a graffiti artist yourself, do you see this as interaction or going over?
I was never a street bombing kind of cat. I like trains, and if you did something like that on top of a piece on the train, yeah, I would take that as a violation. But down here in Soho, as long as I can remember, and I used to come to Henry's studio and the Mud Club and fucking, you remember when they had the Fun Gallery on 10th Street?
Yeah, that was a nice place.
Soho was always interaction between wheat paste posters and street artists. You had the dude who painted the little dogs and the shadow man and tags and layers of shit. There've been a lot of books done of photographs of like peeling posters and tags. I like that kind of shit. You know, if I bombed streets, I would expect people to go over me.
Well, that's the thing, you see, that piece for me, I could have just grabbed the whole wall, painted white, and painting something and be massive. And I just said, fuck it, no. And what I like is actually the guy who went over and he tagged these two things, and it's what's, you know, it's not about me, it's about us.
I mean, they got a rule like throw up can go over a tag and a piece can go over a throw up. Yeah. I don't know where this fits into the scheme of things, but it's obviously a little more evolved than just a tag. So
that's great description. It was nice you passed exactly on the right time. We're really pleased to meet you.
I just got off a bus from Philly. You know about the $10 Chinese bus?
Right.
Watch out. Even in New York, I'm to have a piece stay for more than 3 months, you know. So I was like, wow, 3 months, 6 months, a year, 2 years, 5 years, 10 years. I was like, wow. So now when the piece disappeared, I'm like, okay, you did your time, you know.
Right. You had to run.
Come on, move on to something else. So now I really wanted to integrate as much as little piece and be a little bit everywhere instead to be like taking like the whole building, the whole size of the building, because it's not my challenge anymore. The city changed, the city will always change. It's just, it's so much life compared to other country. When you get a country when it's too clean, too framed, you're losing everything. Here you got this freedom. Nobody judge you for the way you look like. You do whatever you wanted. And if you got the guts to do this, the people give you back. Not just the people, the city. The city give you back. And it's only New York.